Hello everybody, I am the Linkzilla. And welcome to a very special 20th anniversary playthrough of Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. Yep. Hard to believe, it was 20 years ago, back in 2002, that Jak and Daxter was first released. Of course, technically it was released back in December of 2001, but I feel like most people got around to playing it throughout 2002. So, technically, first 20th anniversary, close enough, I should say. You guys basically got to keep in mind that I have basically been wanting to do this playthrough all year, but there were several complications that got in my way. For those of you who checked out my explanation on the community tab, there have been problems with my PS2 that have been going on for the last few, well, years, and I only just now basically got to a point where I could fix them. Basically required that I had to replace the entire Laserdisc reader in order to get the thing going again. But I'm very pleased, very satisfied that now I can finally start playing this, because Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, well, I'd say that the Jak franchise is very special, very dear to my heart, because, well, you basically had your platforming mascots for each generation of gaming that came along back in the day. Basically, Nintendo had Mario, Sega had Sonic, and then Sony PlayStation comes along, and they had Crash Bandicoot. Crash was basically the closest thing that PlayStation had to a mascot at the time, but for the next generation, the PS2, they wanted to basically change it up. And I feel like Jak and Daxter is kind of like the successor to Crash, because there are a lot of game mechanics that you definitely know came from the Crash series, especially with Naughty Dog. And in a lot of ways, the Jak and Daxter franchise kind of followed the same pattern that the Crash series did. So, anyway, but definitely I do want to get into it. Jak and Daxter, it's definitely one of those games that feels like it was designed to basically be a launching point for something big. In fact, I'm pretty sure that the way that Jak and Daxter was designed is that they intended, over at Naughty Dog, to basically try and pitch it as a potential cartoon series. And I definitely would have loved it. I would have loved it if Jak and Daxter got picked up for an animated series that continued the story from here we are in Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. And I definitely remember all the trailers and commercials for it that came out. You definitely where you would see CGI renditions of Jak and Daxter interacting with live-action people, usually with Daxter being the obnoxious, fast-talking sidekick, basically kind of talking himself up to either a bunch of pretty girls or basically to the police, trying to make it seem like he's larger than life, only for Jak to stroll in and basically put him in his place, kind of like that. But anyways, I feel like that's enough talking up the game. Let's see what this Precursor Legacy is all about. But you guys gotta basically keep in mind, it has been definitely more than a decade since I've played this game, and I'm gonna be a little bit rough around the edges. As for why it's been more than 10 years since I've played, well, you guys are gonna have to stay tuned to find out why that is. But I'm glad that I'll finally be able to play it now. So, let's get started. Let's start a new game. And these are like all my old save files. That one's from 2005. Pretty sure that the latest one that I have was like back in 2007, but that's on a different memory card. Well, I doubt that I'm going to miss this.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of Green Eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Misty Island.
Hey! Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Jack and his sidekick, Daxter. Lurkers. I hate these guys.
Continue your search for artifacts in Eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened!
Yep.
What?
Daxter is going to be our Timon for the game.
Okay. I'm fine.
How did they get out of there without anybody hearing them?
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go! Misty Island!
That's right! And then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man! Are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north.
We're looking at the sunrise to the east, so that means that that direction is south.
Ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it, if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Yep, pretty long cutscene for the intro, but it basically covers all of our bases, everything that we need. Basically, it covers Jack, he's our token silent protagonist, Daxter, our token wisecracking sidekick, and we've got Samos the Sage, our token cranky old mentor, and Kira, the token girl. So, well, don't really have all that much else to say, but let's just get into it, shall we?
You can't come back through the warp gate until you find all 4 power cells on this island.
I don't want to come back, old man.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
Green Eco. It's been a while since I've actually used this controller.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
Okay, that sounded like Zora Link, that specific jump right there.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
Okay, so there'll be 4 of them here. That means we'll be a 5th of the way there.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
Guess that's why they call this place Geyser Rock.
Wow! That last scout fly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
Or maybe that's why they call it Geyser Rock.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them. Notice how each blue eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power. This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling blue eco through your body.
That's a blue eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of blue eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Get used to that animation, guys.
Good work! The blue eco caused the door to open. With blue eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years. Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health. You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
Yep, I must have taken a wrong turn somewhere. Oh well, let's go down and explore the beach. And that's all 50 precursor orbs for Geyser Rock. Let's see. Yep, looks like I got everything. All 7 scout flies. 112 across the entire game. Yep, this is going to be quite a collectathon. Especially since, if I'm not mistaken, there's 101 power cells in the game, and 2,000 precursor orbs. Yep, I'm actually gonna pine for the days when collecting precursor orbs was as simple as it was in this game. Trust me when I say that it's not gonna stay that simple for long. Alright. Green Sage's hut. Nice landing.
Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Hey, speaking of Crash Bandicoot, that's one of the plants from Crash Bandicoot 2.
Some brave adventurers you two are. Back already and without clearing my block eco-harvesters. They're on the far side of the beach, boys. Now, get moving!
Hey, Kira.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Jack.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Forbidden Temple, huh? Yep, there's a wall there, so that's no go. Well, I'd say that we bit Sandover Village, huh? Well, we definitely got this playthrough on the go. You know, I think that Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy was one of the first games to actually include like a day and night cycle. Don't get me wrong, I know that Ocarina of Time had it too, and technically Majora's Mask did as well. But I don't know. Not sure what that bit of trivia has to do with any of this, but anyways, I want to keep these episodes pretty short and succinct, easy to watch, don't want them to go on for too long, kind of like how Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon was. So, let's just save for right now, and we'll call it night. We'll pick this up again next time. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a comment down in the comment section below, like it, share it with your friends. If you want to keep up to date with more Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy coming at you in the future, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. As always, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later!